Hi everybody, welcome to the Scott Show. We are live and here making some noise, making things happen. So I wanted to, first of all, let you guys know that the event just got over, NXT Takeover Philadelphia. We are going to get right to the highlights of the day. First of all, the event itself, it had an hour pre-show, which I wasn't really excited about. Charlie Caruso is terrible. Terrible. I was actually kind of surprised and very happy that Samoa Joe was there. He is really good, actually. I was quite surprised with that. And Sam Roberts is Sam Roberts. But Charlie Caruso, it's just terrible. I'm sorry to say this, but Renee Young, not a lot of people can do an entrance to a show very well. It takes a lot of talent, and Renee Young is the only woman who I've ever seen do it right. Charlie Caruso is definitely not your person to do that, so I wanted to highlight that right away. They gave some awards away. They gave one to the Velveteen Dream for his rivalry of the year with Alistair Black. Then they gave Alistair Black 2 awards for Breakout and Male Competitor of the Year. They gave Asuka Female of the Year and a little tired. I get up really early this morning. And so he won Breakout of the Year and Male Competitor. Asuka won Female Competitor and Overall Competitor of the Year, which was cool. She totally deserved it. Pete Dunne and Tyler Bate won for that UK title match that they had, which was great. Tyler Bate showed up. Pete Dunne was there. I think you're going to see one of them in the Royal Rumble tomorrow. I would not be surprised to see Tyler Bate. Because I think they're going to do something with Pete Dunne. Maybe both of them, because there is enough people in there to give them kind of a show. So there you go. Maybe start out with both of them. Who knows? Mauro Ronaldo and Percy Watson called the action. This is the first time I would have loved to have a 3-person. It seemed like something was missing from the call. And so it was what it was. We'll just go with that. Pete Dunne did a great interview talking about his UK title match and all that other great stuff. It was a really great interview. I was quite pleased. Paul Heyman does the intro video to Takeover, which was mind-blowingly awesome, by the way. Just amazing. Then they go, and Nigel McGuinness, hopefully you feel better. I'm sorry that you're sick. You were really missed tonight, very much so. So the Authors of Pain faced off against the Undisputed Era for the tag team titles. The Undisputed Era are the champs. This match, not surprising how it went down. The Authors of Pain are 2 beasts in the ring. The Undisputed Era, they got that third person, Adam Cole, who didn't show up during the match, actually. And the Undisputed Era actually won the match. I was very surprised to see that. And it was a roll-up win. It kept the Authors of Pain strong because it was just a simple roll-up win. I think that my call from earlier on the preview show is true. I think the Authors of Pain are off to the main roster. I'd love to see them on SmackDown. Just another thing briefly about that is, during the show they did show War Machine, so that's a big deal. Plus, Sanity interfered in another match with the Undisputed Era, so you've got a pretty good tag team division that the Authors of Pain are no longer needed. So, guys, please go to SmackDown and take those belts off the Usos. Good idea. So that happened, and then, like I said, War Machine was there. They had the Velveteen Dream and Kassius Ohno. The Velveteen Dream said that he was going to knock out Ohno in 30 seconds. Came out, and he dressed up in kind of a boxing gear thing, which was cool. And he hit Ohno and almost knocked him out. So it looked like it was going well for the Dream. The match was pretty good. My TV actually cut out on the last little part, so I had to come into the office and watch the preview. Kassius Ohno, really not somebody who I care to watch. But the Velveteen Dream was, so this match was watchable. And the Velveteen Dream won with the big elbow drop off the top rope. Large, I mean, just huge jump, and the guy has got it all. So, I really want to see what happens, but Ohno is, man, I cannot see where they want to go with him. Then the women's title match, Shayna Baszler and Ember Moon. I kind of called it that it was going to be a kind of screwed up finish. I thought it was going to be a disqualification. Ember Moon was really selling her arm. Shayna Baszler was being pretty badass, as she is. I seen the morning show, so I'll use the word badass. Moon still hit the Eclipse, even though her arm was pretty bad. That to me was kind of a little kind of crappy, because why would you go for something off the top rope when you know you're going to get hurt? So I wasn't too incredibly pleased with that. But, it is what it is. And it was the roll-up. So, again, in both title matches, we get a roll-up pin, which was just whacked. Ember Moon retains. Shayna Baszler's pissed. Attacks Ember at the end. So, again, like I called it, I think you will see Shayna Baszler and Ember Moon at WrestleMania weekend takeover in New Orleans. That's going to happen. And that's what I call for. Alright, after the Mixed Match Challenge promo, they came back and they saw Trevor Mann, better known to a lot of people as Ricochet. At ringside, he got a huge pop. People liked him. For the most part, from what I've seen, the guy is a decent wrestler. If he wasn't doing so much flippy crap with, was it Osprey or whatever? Which wasn't that great. I wasn't into it, but Ricochet can wrestle, so I'm looking forward to seeing what he can do. The Extreme Rules match was great. Adam Cole and Alistair Black. Adam Cole took an amazing bump off two chairs that were put together. It kind of reminded me of the Shawn Michaels thing that happened in the Royal Rumble a few years ago. Well, many years ago now. When he got hurt and he was out for 4 years. It just looked so bad. But it was a great bump, and hopefully Cole is okay, because that looked like it hurt like hell. Alistair Black really took a whooping. So did Cole. It was just an overall great match to watch. Alistair Black, they had the pin. Then the Undisputed Era, the rest of the guys, Fish and O'Reilly, came out. And then Sanity comes out, so that's your tag team thing. Killian Dane jumps over the ropes. And he hit all of them. And it looked like he hit Eric Young even worse than he hit Fish and O'Reilly. Which was just mind-blowingly amazing. Black went through 2 tables earlier, which was crazy again. And Alistair Black hits the Black Mask, gets the pin and the win. I can see him being the next competitor to fight for the championship. I can see that, and we'll go forward and all that good stuff. Then they show EC3, Ethan Carter III, at ringside. Kind of mind-blowing there, because War Machine kind of had their thing throughout all promotions. Ricochet had his thing throughout all promotions. But EC3 really didn't. He was just known in TNA as a spoiled rich kid with Dixie Carter's money. So how are they going to make that a thing unless they bring in Dixie Carter to be a manager? I would love that. Instant heel heat if she had to go to Orlando and be part of NXT. I know she's rich, I know she's got a whole bunch of money, but I know she loves the spotlight. So it'd be very interesting to see that. And I'd have to give Vince and Triple H like a lot of praise for getting her to do that. Ethan Carter III, to me, I think is a character that can come into WWE and do well. Come into NXT and do well. I just cannot see it against the unless he has the right opponent. You know, he's the rich kid, but they got so many rich kids. I mean, the Undisputed era are just too damn cocky for their own words. I mean, is he going to fight Alistair Black? NXT is too loaded with heels right now. I just can't see where they're going to take him. So, in saying that, the NXT Championship match, I can't even talk. Sorry, excuse me. Johnny Gargano, Johnny Wrestling, against Andre C. and Almas. The few things I have to say about this match in the beginning. It started out really slow, which I thought was really good. They did some great chain wrestling. It was really fun to watch. The champion came out first, which kind of bothered me. And you saw Candice LeRae, who's Johnny Gargano's wife, who just signed a WWE contract. So, I thought that was interesting that she didn't come out there or however it worked out. But it was what it was. They beat the living holy hell out of each other. These two guys brought it big time. One thing that I really liked was the Vega chick with Almas, who was just on fire the whole night. It just went back and forth and back and forth. There was one at the end. There was this great thing that happened where Vega came out and went around the ring just determined she was gonna beat up Johnny Gargano. And Candice LeRae came up, hopped a barrier, and started just beating on Vega. I mean, to where you just wanted to see the chick fight. After so many minutes of these guys just beating the holy hell out of each other. So they go to the back, so you got the two guys now. It's kind of a big deal. And they go probably another 5-6 minutes until Andre C. and Almas hits the Hammerlock DDT. For the pin and the win. Vega comes back, Candice comes back. So they probably just went around the arena or whatever and waited until the finish. And Vega, still has her champion. And Candice was helping Johnny Wrestling to the back. Tommaso Ciampa came out and nails Gargano with his crutch. So after everything that Johnny Gargano went through, he had to deal with his former partner. I called that. You're going to see these two at WrestleMania. I will bet money that that's the match. I would love to see Candice LeRae and the Vega chick, because that would be just an amazing match. These two have heat already. They have fire already. Then have Almas do something with Alistair Black, probably. That would be a great thing. If you're going to bring EC3 in, I would probably have him join the Undisputed Era. Maybe make the Undisputed Era like the Bullet Club, kind of make fun of it a little bit. And have the feud for the leader and all that other kind of stuff. So then you can have Cole go to the main roster. You can have then the Undisputed Era be EC3 in the two tag teams. It'll be just interesting. I'm very happy where NXT was after this event. I did read that Roderick Strong defeated Tyler Bate for the number one contendership for the United Kingdom Championship. And there were a few other taping matches. TM61 beat the Ely brothers, and Nikki Cross beat Lacey Evans. So with those 3 matches happening, your women look really good. Your tag teams look dynamite. Authors of Pain can go off to the main roster, and Roderick Strong, hashtag looks strong. So there you go, and that's the review of NXT Takeover. Join me tomorrow night at 10 o'clock. Hope to God it's right around 10 o'clock, or, hopefully it's not too much later, where I will be bringing you guys the Royal Rumble preview show, or review show, in its entirety, which I called Shinsuke Nak winning the Men's Royal Rumble, and probably Asuka winning the Female Rumble, but I think that's more up in the air, depending on all these extra people that they can get. And I will call for one injury, probably in the men's. We'll just see what happens, though. I'll just call for one injury that happens. Like I said, it's probably in the men's. So, you guys have a great night. I'll catch you here real soon on thescottshow.com, where we will discuss wrestling and all the other really cool crap that we can. You guys have a great night. We'll catch you here real soon. And tomorrow night, Royal Rumble.